That unsettling sense that something just isn't quite right, that your choices may not fully be your own, is far more common than you might think. Maybe you've agreed to things you didn't want to do, backed down in arguments you knew you were right about, or trusted people who later revealed a side of themselves that shocked you. If any of this resonates, it's because manipulation rarely looks like the dramatic control you see in movies. It's not loud or obvious, it's quiet, subtle, pervasive, and dangerously invisible. The most effective manipulation convinces you that you're the one in control, that your choices were made freely, and your mistakes are solely your fault. Most people are moving through life this way, unaware they're being nudged like pieces on a board they never agreed to play. When they begin to resist, they aren't met with force, but with guilt, fear, and doubt, and those emotions, over time, become the leash they've been trained to obey. Manipulators don't need to yell, demand, or threaten. They simply study. They learn your emotional triggers, your hidden fears, and the needs you barely admit to yourself. Some will charm you, make you feel seen, special, chosen, but that warmth always comes with a hidden hook, a quiet sense of obligation, as if you now owe them something. Others will master the role of the victim so completely that you begin to question your own boundaries. You start wondering if saying no makes you a bad person. Then there are those who exploit fear, spinning worst-case scenarios, and convincing you that stepping away would mean disaster. These techniques aren't modern tricks. They've existed for centuries. Even Machiavelli, writing in the 1500s, outlined how those who understand human emotion can quietly shape the world around them. And once that manipulator casts their narrative, you may not even realize you've become part of their script. The reason manipulation works so well is because it doesn't just target your mind, it targets your wounds. Maybe you carry a need to be liked, or a fear of disappointing others. Maybe you've been taught that love must be earned by being agreeable, sacrificing your needs for someone else's comfort. These patterns don't come out of nowhere. They're shaped by past relationships, childhood experiences, and unhealed emotional scars. And manipulators, whether consciously or instinctively, sense those soft spots. They offer validation and safety, but it always comes with a hidden cost. To truly free yourself, you need more than awareness of others. You need radical honesty with yourself. You must investigate the ways you've been conditioned to comply, the people-pleasing, the discomfort with conflict, the hunger for approval. You must learn to pause, to detach emotionally, to stop reacting automatically. Machiavelli called it strategic detachment, the art of observing without jumping into the trap. When manipulators rely on you being predictable, your power is in becoming unpredictable. Say no when they expect a yes. Withdraw when they bait you into a fight. Disturb their rhythm, and their control begins to crack. Emotional strength isn't about closing your heart. It's about seeing clearly. It's recognizing that kindness without boundaries is a form of self-betrayal. That love should never require the surrender of your self-respect. When manipulation comes from those closest to you, it cuts deeper, but love is no excuse for emotional harm. Sometimes, walking away is not abandonment, it's survival. And the hardest truth, as long as you crave approval, you'll remain vulnerable to manipulation. Real freedom begins when you no longer fear rejection, when your worth isn't tied to someone else's view of you. The day you stop playing the game is the day you reclaim your power.